Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Lakeland girls soccer. Joining us is the head coach, Paul Sotak. Well, Paul, another successful year at Lakeland. Let's talk about the girls this year for the Chiefs.
We've done pretty well. We actually are 7-1 in the division, and we actually are playing Mountain View for the division championship on Saturday morning.
Well, Paul, let's talk about your team a little bit, and obviously there's some good competition out there, but tell us why the Lady Chiefs have been successful. Let's first start on the offensive end. Who's scoring for you this year?
Well, we've had a number of girls who have scored for us, but Taylor Flynn, one of our captains, she's a junior. She's also last year's Player of the Year as a sophomore. She scores the majority of our goals, along with the freshman, Rihanna Berghauser. Rihanna comes off the bench for us, and she does a nice job of providing us with a spark.
Let's head over to the midfield and some of the halfbacks that are running around and different players that are helping set up some of these goals to try to get that offensive attack moving. Tell us about some of who those players are there at Lakeland, Coach.
One of our forwards that probably has the most assists on our team, Lindsay Dominowski. But in the midfield, Taylor plays kind of an offensive mid for us. We also have two girls that have really stepped up this year. Kristen Lavati, she's a junior center midfielder, and a freshman, we have Sam Calacino. They both have really stepped up this year, especially within the last 2 weeks. Taylor sprained her ankle in practice, so she missed a couple of games. We really needed to control the midfield, so those two really stepped up. I couldn't be more happy with those two.
We're talking Lakeland girls soccer here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. Paul Sotak, the head coach. Paul, let's move over to the defensive side between some of the defenders you have and your keeper. Tell us about trying to keep the ball from the other opponents trying to score, and who's doing the job there to give you a solid defense.
We have some solid defenders. Cassidy Jenkins, our other captain, she's a senior. She's actually our lone senior starter, but she plays a sweeper back for us, and she's done a great job. She's actually one of the most physical players I've ever coached, guy or girl. She definitely provides us with a lot of intensity there. She's a good leader. I also have a couple of sophomores that play in the back, Carrie Armstrong, Carly Vavricek, and actually Elena Tomzakowski. She moves in between the midfield and defense as well. Her speed really helps us out there. And I have another freshman that does a very good job. She does a lot of our set pieces. Brooke Longstreet. They stand in front of our freshman goalkeeper, Emily Sashko, who has done an extraordinary job. She's really come a long way throughout the season.
Coach, sounds like you got a big freshman movement there at Lakeland with so much success. The future is bright, and it just seems that every year there's a lot of success there at Lakeland.
Yeah, we actually, we're a very, very young team. I have two seniors, and in my rotation, I play 9 freshmen. So, but those girls are tough, and they work hard. A lot of the success I'm having this year is because of the work they put in at the junior high level with Justin Cardamone. He was their coach the last couple of years, and he's making things a lot easier for me up at the high school level now.
Paul, when you talk philosophy with soccer, tell us about what you expect when you see a Lakeland Lady Chief team out there on the field. What's your style out there compared to some of the other teams that are in the league, or when maybe you possibly approach districts?
Well, we want to, obviously we want to play with passion. We want to play with heart. The girls have really done that. They've come a long way throughout the season. We also want to try to get more along the lines of playing, more possession soccer, but also to use our speed. We do have a lot of speed, and we like to use that to our advantage. But we still have a long ways to go, and actually, we want to eventually get up to the caliber of Mountain View. So they're actually, a team. The Mountain Views, the Preps, the Abingtons, the Valley Views, they're the team that we really want to try to emulate going forward.
Lakeland Lady Chief Soccer here on the John Mendola Show. Head coach Paul Sotak is who we're talking to. Paul, you mentioned Cassidy Jenkins. What she's done in the track and the field, she's been such a leader there. I'm sure that's invaluable, what she's doing with a lot of these freshmen and underclassmen that you have. You mentioned one of the toughest and most physical players you've ever seen, boys or girls teams.
Yeah, actually, she really is, and sometimes that's a strength, and sometimes it's we got to bite our tongue a little bit because she can't really hit anybody on the track. So she definitely gets her waxing on the soccer field. Nothing illegal, just that sometimes she's a little too aggressive, and sometimes being the last defender, she needs to just kind of be more poised. But she's invaluable. I actually, she's got such a bright future with track that I was, just so surprised and so happy that she came out this year. Just because, she's risking injury and stuff. She's got a new coach that she's playing for, so, some kids wouldn't want to risk that, but, she comes out every day. Even if she's banged up, she comes to practice. She's a true leader and very, very invaluable to this team. And we will definitely truly miss her next year, and she will be the big shoes to fill.
Well, it's been a very successful regular season for the Lakeland Lady Chief soccer team. Paul Sotak, we appreciate your time, and we wish you the best in the next couple of weeks going forward.
Thanks a lot, John. We appreciate it.
Lakeland Lady Chief Soccer here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.